Right. Thank you everybody for sticking around here and joining us on this very weird vidIQ training session. Okay, we normally don't start with a tornado warning and we normally don't start with a power outage, but we just cannot control it. So we're here. We're going to get this thing going and we're going to get it going. So today, here's what we're going to do. Everybody, let's focus back in. All right, we're back in the zen. We're going to get this going. Here's what's going to happen today. Today is no theory. Today is not channel audit day. Today is not question and answer day. Channel audit is on a Tuesday. Question and answer day is tomorrow. What we're going to do today is we're going to go through the A to Z or A to Z, depending which part of the world you're coming in from, of everything you need to do to rock your channel. I'm going to show you a step-by-step instruction of what you need to do. So let's just do it. Okay. Guys, thank you again for sticking around. And yeah, well, that's why this is live. So let's swap over to the browser window, and then I'm going to show you what you need to do. Is everybody with me? Are you ready to do this? So let's kind of forget what happened earlier. Let's just wipe away those things. If you're ready to do this, give me a yes in the chat, and then I know that we're in business. Okay, let's do this. One more sip of coffee, and then we're going to get into this right now. Right, Stuart God, A to Z, A to Z, A to Z. I'm not really sure which one it is, but if you're in the US, it's A to Z, which for me was strange coming from South Africa. It's A to Z, right? It's not A to Z. Okay, let's do this. Let's go get started. I don't know how many people are there. Right, we've been ready, says Toya Butler. Yeah, trust me, so have I. Okay, let's do this. Hayes House is here. Thank you for being here. All right, yes, 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 lots of yeses. So you know what? What was, we're going to get going now. Okay, here's the story. Oh, okay, hold on, let me go back there. Here's the story. This is where we start. We're going to start in your kitchen. Yep, this is, you heard correctly. We're going to start in the kitchen. Let me ask you this question right now. If you guys went to your kitchen and you picked up a whole bunch of ingredients, random ingredients from the shelf, and you stuck them into a bucket, and you mixed up this bucket, and then you went and stuck it in the oven, what are the odds of a beautiful chocolate cake coming out of that? Can we say fairly not so good? Because you just took random stuff and you shoved them into that bucket and you stuck them into that oven. It's not going to work. Yet, when it comes to YouTube, we tend to do that. When it comes to YouTube, we tend to do exactly that. We go and we pick up a camera and we go and we film and we film and we film and we film. We come back home, we edit, we put a title and a description, and we kind of hope that something works out. We kind of hope a beautiful chocolate cake comes out. Doesn't really work. But what happens if I tell you that go get these ingredients, this is the process of operation, this is how you mix which quantities to what, and then you stick that into the oven? What are the odds of good chocolate cake coming out of that once you follow a recipe? I would say pretty good, right? So once you follow a recipe, once you follow a process, that is when you get the end result. And the reason I'm saying chocolate cake, not because I've just had coffee, but the reason I'm saying chocolate cake, because YouTube is like that. Let me show you what you do. And by the way, I do exactly the same. I go ahead and film and kind of come back, edit, and hope for the best and hope that something actually comes out of that. And then when you realize that simply does not work. But when you do these steps, the world starts to change. So I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that. It all starts here at the search box. Let's say you want to make a chocolate cake video. So what do? The first thing you're going to do is you're going to put there chocolate cake. That's the first thing you're going to do. You're going to put in the big keyword. What is your big keyword of the video you're about to make? You're going to put in chocolate cake. Before I do anything, what I do is I head over to the side and I look at the search volume. What does that mean? Here we can see search volume is still on the side of the equation, which means lots of people are searching for this chocolate cake. What is the point of making an entire video if nobody cares, right? This way I know there's such a high search volume that people actually care about the topic. But then, I don't just make my chocolate cake video, look at the competition score. Look how red that is. That's all the way to the right hand side. It's all the way to the red. What does that mean? It means lots of search, great, but lots of competition, not so great. How are you going to rank your chocolate cake video against this much competition? So here is the trick. What is YouTube? YouTube is a search engine. What do people do in a search engine? You ask questions. And what YouTube does, it wants to marry up content with searches. Somebody does a search. How do I make chocolate cake? You've made a video about chocolate cake. It's going to be married together. So here's the trick. So trick number 1, or number 2 by now, because this is trick number 1. Go into YouTube search. Press the spacebar and do the alphabet walkthrough. A, B, C, D. What are those? These are all autocomplete. YouTube says, hey, look, enough people have done a search for chocolate cake decoration that I am going to make it easy for the next person to simply auto-populate this. What does that mean for us as content creators? It means that when we see an auto-populating list like this, those are good titles. That is what somebody is searching for. In fact, so many people have searched for this that it's so popular that YouTube has actually added it to the autocomplete. So the trick here is don't just make chocolate cake or whatever your keyword is. Do the alphabet walkthrough. See what kind of titles YouTube is recommending. Right? And you can kind of carry on and build it more and more. And the more information that you have, the more specific your video is. And if your video is that specific, it basically means that you're going to hit those searches married up with your video. Look how cool this is, right? So, chocolate cake in a mug. If I was making a video, I wouldn't want to compete with, look at these videos, guys. How to make the most amazing chocolate cake, 15 million views, 6.4 million views. How are you supposed to compete with that? But if you go chocolate cake in a cup, in a mug in a microwave, boom. See how specific your videos can be. And it does 2 things. Number 1, it's going to help you get more focused on your videos. You're not going to shoot 20 videos or 2 hours of video and kind of then trying to work it out later. You know, this is my chocolate cake in a mug in a microwave. Guess what? That's all the focus is. That's all you're going to tell your audience. How cool is this? Tell me that's not a great hack. Tell me that is not just mind-blowing. Marrying up your video with the search, and that's when all the magic actually comes together. So, but wait, there is more. What did I say YouTube is? A search engine. What do you do with a search engine? You ask questions. Don't forget to ask questions. So like we went to the end and we did the alphabet walkthrough, the A, B, C, D, go to the beginning and then type how to make chocolate cake. Where's my chocolate cake? Why chocolate cake cracks? Oh, look at that. What? Don't you think that's a beautiful title? Why chocolate cake cracks, and how to fix it. Don't you think that would make an amazing title? It is marrying up search, marrying up your content. So, and then when? Well, apparently nobody asks when there's a good time to eat chocolate cake. Apparently it's all the time. Okay, so you see how this works. And by the way, this will work for a wide variety of topic. I have a technology channel. So for example, Windows 10. Is Windows 10 video still relevant today? Right, let's find out. A, B, C, D. Look at that. It's just giving me, it's feeding me with information. It's telling me what people are searching for. Why would I not make a video based on that? Someone says, I need chocolate cake. Ellie Cross, I need chocolate cake. I hear you. After this morning, I hear you. Right, what else shall we try? Oh, let's try Lego. Okay, let's go see what's happening in the Lego space. Who's doing what? Okay, so Lego, look at this. Competition, search volume, way too intense. Lots of search, lots of competition. What do? Go back to our ABC trick. Lego, space, A. Oh, Lego Avengers Endgame. Boom. Now we're talking. Now we're being more specific, more deliberate. Now again, look at the competition. Look at the search volume. Maybe I need to adjust it. So you carry on. A, B, C. I mean, look at it. It's just literally feeding you with this information. Right, you guys tell me in the chat, what kind of channels do you have? Are you in the vlogging world? Are you cooking? Are you health and fitness? Are you tech? Are you automotive? Kids channel? Let me know in the chat down here what kind of channels you're in, and we can kind of have an idea of who we're talking about here. So, can you search aviation? Sure, of course we can search aviation. Let's aviation, big keywords, right? What about aviation? Great, let's have a look. So I ignore this now, and I'm going to go aviation A, B, C, D. Okay, and again, remember, how, when, nope, doesn't always apply, right? Okay, let's see what we got here. Right, gaming community, wellness, okay, Roblox gaming, cool, Roku and OTT, automotive, type beats, sure. No idea what the beats like, as in like the headphone beats. Beats A. Oh, beats like as in music beats. Right, A, B, C, D. You see how this works across everything. So you can do this on your video. Once you marry up your, let's go back to chocolate cake. I wonder what chocolate rain is. Anyway, chocolate cake. Let's go back there. And now we can have a look. Let's just pick this video. Because remember, guys, the one thing I want you to understand is I haven't picked up my camera yet. I'm just in research mode. If you take nothing away from today, I want you to take away two things. One, if you live in a tornado place, you've got to be prepared for that. And number two is that you got to do your research before you touch your camera. Before you touch your camera, you've got to do this research so you know exactly what's going to marry up search, and you know exactly what's going to marry up your video. What are people looking for? Right, Brian Kinsey says art and drawing, GTA airshow team. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. So you see how that works. So look here. Now let me ask you a question. Just because a video has 15 million views, does that make it a good video? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. If a video has got millions of views, does that make it a good video? If you see a video with so many millions of views, should you make the same video? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Vote now. We're going to have a little game here. Well, since we've gone off script anyway, we might as well have a bit of fun with this. So if you're going to make a video and someone else has got a video with millions of views, is that a good video? All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Okay, oh, all right, hold on. I got to push another button here. Right, live chat. There we go. Right, yes, no, okay. Wanted Gaming says no. Top Twitch Moment says yes. No, 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 no. Right, no, content's all about content, makes it popular. Nope, 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 nope. Great. So millions of views doesn't mean it's a good video for a simple reason. It's all about relevancy. What is relevant today? Think about this. We're up to the iPhone, I don't know, 10 or X, whatever they're calling it. We're up to the Galaxy S10. If I showed you a video from the Galaxy S2, it's going to have millions and millions and millions and millions of views. But is that still relevant today in 2019? This is why it's very dangerous to look at just the total number of views. I want to know what's working right now. So we believe in something called views per hour. Look on the right hand side here. VPH, views per hour. What does that mean? This video, how many views is it getting currently? And this one is getting 753 views per hour. This is a good video. This is a great signal for me to know that it is still relevant today. I can also do something else. There's something called historical. Click on that. Look at that graph shooting all the way up. What does that mean? It means people still care about this video right now. So this is giving me a great indication that if I'm going to make a chocolate cake video, I need to study this particular channel. What are they doing? What tags are they using? What keywords are they using? And I'll get into all that as well shortly. So a couple of things we've learned first. Number one, do a search for your big keywords. Make sure that the competition is low, and ideally you want low competition, lots of search volume. Number two, Go and do the alphabet walkthrough, A, B, C, D, E, and then also remember, go to the front, how, what, where, when, why, who. Ooh, okay, all of those. And see if it's going to give you some ideas for your video. Now that you've got a title, now you've got an idea, you've got a direction. I don't pick up my camera until I got 2 or 3 titles which I'm going to focus on, because I know I've done the research. As soon as you do that, it just focuses your attention. Does this all make sense? Because this is critical. Guys, YouTube is made up of 3 Ds. Okay? The first D is discoverability. The most amazing content that nobody knows about is kind of pointless. So let me just talk to you directly here. Okay, so the most amazing content that doesn't get discovered is a problem because nobody knows it's there. YouTube doesn't know how to help you. YouTube doesn't know what to do with this. It needs to be discovered. The second D for YouTube is deliverability. I'm still not sure if that's a real world word, but it is today. So, deliverability. Are you delivering on your promise? Did you clickbait? Did you have a weird title? PewDiePie versus T-Series. I have the answer. And somebody clicked on it and he talked about chocolate cake. What is that going to do? Send people straight away off your video. What does that mean for your video? It means YouTube is not going to love you because all the signals are wrong. Nobody's watching that video. They are leaving so quickly. So the second D is deliverability. You've got to deliver. Did you entertain your audience? Did you teach them? Why are they there? Are they getting value from it? Because the last D, you're unlocking the last D, which is distribution. Your friends will distribute your video, but YouTube will distribute your video. And that is how you grow your channel more and more and more. But you got to start with that first D, that discoverability, which is why labeling your videos correctly, the right title is important, the right description, the right tags, the right keywords. That is what YouTube is looking for. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now as well. Okay, so let's go into here. So here we go. Here's one of our videos. You know the screen. You've uploaded plenty of videos. You guys know this by now. You got to bring it. As Hezha says, you got to deliver. Okay, so let's have a look at this video here. And the most important thing for YouTube is this. It's your title. You have to feed the beast. YouTube is a machine. It's an AI algorithm. You've got to give it as much information as possible to help you. So YouTube knows what this video is about because YouTube is a, say it with me, search engine. And YouTube marries up search and videos together. So help YouTube to help you. So there we go. 7 expert thumbnail tips. Great. We look down here. That is the most important thing. And now we're going to look here, go all the way to the top of the description, right? And we're going to have a look and see what content did Rob put in this particular video. Is he talking about thumbnails? Thumbnails never an afterthought. Look how much information is in here because we're telling YouTube, hey, YouTube, this is what this video is about. We're feeding the algorithm. And when you go down to your tags, all the tags are around thumbnails, custom thumbnails. So we've told YouTube in 3 different places about how it can help. We told YouTube about our video and how YouTube should be able to distribute that. So does that make sense? It's all about feeding the beast. As we scroll further down, I want to show you this, the checklist. Do you add your stuff to at least one card, at least one end screen? This is just a kind of keeping you in the game as well, making sure that you're on track. And our most important thing that people are kind of always asking us about is this whole thing about the tags. Now, there's a whole thing about do tags matter or don't they matter? Remember, YouTube is the algorithm wants to force relationships between your videos. Here is what I mean by that. Think about this, okay? Think of the last videos you watched about a specific product that you were looking to buy, okay? Everybody got a product in mind? How many videos did you watch before you decided to buy the product or not buy the product? Was it just one video? You watched one video and you said, great, sold, I'm going to buy this? Or did you watch 2, 3, 4, 5 videos before you made a buying decision? Hit me up in that chat. Let me know what you guys, how many did you do? How many videos did you watch before you decided that, hey, I'm going to buy this product or not buy this product? I want to see whether you're saying one or more than one. It's got to be more than that. Yeah, that's a good question. The Ninth Doctor, what's with all the day's snails? Yeah, no idea what that even means. Okay. Right. 4. Right. Why not Sculpt? Oh, that's why not South African? Maybe, perhaps. Okay. So he says 4. Okay. Some people are saying more. Right. Punk Rope says 3. Spectre Gaming 4 or 5. Yeah, a few. Okay, so you see how I watch 20 to 25 videos. Hayes is committed. She is all there. So the idea with this is that YouTube knows that. It knows we don't just watch one video and then make a buying decision. So what tags are? They force relationships between your videos. So watch this. Let's go into your tags. And this time, okay, Lord High Snail says 4. I'm missing something about a snail. There's got to be something happening there. Somebody keep me posted. Okay, let's look for something like, I don't know, Mother's Day. Okay. As you start typing, you can see obviously vidIQ automatically starts to add those auto population. And look at this. It's going to show you the related keywords, for this main keyword. This is where you really get value and understand what's going on. And this says, hey, if I'm going to make a Mother's Day video, these are the tags to use. But check it out here. The last 30 days, look at that spike and look at that drop. What does that mean? Well, it means that Mother's Day has come and gone. Well, at least in the US it has. It's come and gone, which means the search volume was ramping up. But then after Mother's Day, it's back down again. Does that mean you shouldn't make a Mother's Day video? Perhaps not now, but should you make a Mother's Day video for the future? Well, the big trick here is, you see it says all time? Click on that. Now, look at these spikes. Every single year, Mother's Days pops, because those are the tent pole events. Christmas, New Year's, Easter, Hanukkah, Ramadan, just every country has got their tentpole holidays. Don't just think US only, think your local country. You've got your vacation days, you've got your spring breaks, you've also got your religious days. Think of those are tentpole events. What does that mean? Means, guys, if you didn't make a Mother's Day video this year, that should be on your roadmap, because next year you know a Mother's Day video is going to pop. What does that mean? If I was making a chocolate cake video, I would have done how to make mum, see, keyword, the best Mother's Day 2019, next year you change it to 2020, video in a mug in 10 minutes or less, as an example, right? I'm using all the keywords, and look how I'm going to capitalize on that. And the beautiful thing about a tentpole event, a lot of it's evergreen content, because a chocolate cake for mum in 2018 is a chocolate cake for mom in 2019, will be a chocolate cake for mom in 2020. So those are tentpole events. So you always go and check the old time to see whether whatever the keyword that you got up here, whether that's going to help you or not. Okay, so some more tricks. Let's do some more tricks. Okay, let's start here. Okay, when we look up here, what is the best thing for YouTube to understand whether you have a good video or not? It needs signals, and one of the strongest signals that it can get is when you launch a video, you get lots of people watching, people commenting, people watching for longer, people sharing, commenting, and thumbs up. I know we've had a bit of a rough start, but hey, we'll appreciate some thumbs up on this video. For example, telling YouTube that you guys are still hanging out and we didn't lose you completely due to natural disasters. So the biggest signals with YouTube is those immediate watch times, those immediate people watching your video. What's the best way to get someone to watch your video? You publish when they're on your channel. The more people on your channel at a specific time, the more likelihood that they are going to watch your video. So check this out. I can divide it by days. Today's Wednesday. If I was going to launch a video on vidIQ, between 12 and 2 p.m. would be the best optimal time for this. So that is very, 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 very important. Guys, stop worrying about the darn snails, because you're missing the important stuff, which is about your own YouTube channel. Okay, this is so critical to this equation. So I'm going to say it one more time. If you launch a video at the same time that people are on your channel or on YouTube as a whole, the more likelihood that they're going to watch your content, sending all the beautiful signals through to YouTube so that then YouTube knows, hold on, something's up with this video, lots of watch time, let me just start distributing that video. So very, very important is to understand this whole when is the best time to watch. Because remember, VPH, views per hour. When you launch a video getting lots of views per hour, you know that you're rocking it. Okay. As we scroll further down, videos to gain views from. Remember that relationship I was speaking about earlier? If people are watching how I create YouTube thumbnails, great. They finish watching this video, well, maybe we can use some of these tags in our video, forcing a relationship between that video and ours. Therefore, when they finish watching that video, they could potentially hey YouTube, send people over to us. So always look down here and try understand who is doing what, how many views are they getting, click. This is Selma, she's absolutely awesome. You click on things that are relevant to your channel. There's no point in adding Selma's name to our channel. That's going to be clickbaity. People will realize this is not Selma's channel. But how to create custom thumbnail tutorial, maybe we haven't used that thumbnail, that tag, we so going to. So this is how it forces those kind of relationship. I'm going to get rid of Mother's Day here because I don't want to confuse YouTube, because otherwise YouTube is going to say, are these Mother's Day templates? What's going on here? Okay, so hopefully that was, you understood this. Essentially, you're going to use your keywords in 3 places. You want to use them in your title, your descriptions, and your tags. You want to publish your videos when people are online. And you want to make sure that you've edited it to your cards, you've edited it to an end screen, you've done all those checks, you're using the right tags, and then you're also going to try force a relationship between the other videos. Those are super duper critical. An additional ninja kind of add-on tip here: if you can give YouTube more tips about your video, it's going to help you. How can you do more tips? This is a thumbnail video. What we could do is create a playlist that we title it with, expert thumbnails. How to create expert thumbnails. That could be a title of a playlist. In the playlist description, we could add, hey, if you want to know how to create the best YouTube thumbnails, click here. So we've told YouTube in 2 more places what our videos are about. So now YouTube really understands what to do with this video. So again, another kind of additional trip that you can have there as well. Okay, so let's have a look down here. And now that we've done that, what I want you to see is something called competitors. And what competitors are essentially other people doing the same things that you are doing. Okay, we love these guys. We work with a lot of them. There's Nick's, there's Creators Insider, there's Brian G. Johnson. I just actually did a podcast interview with Brian Johnson. If you're into podcasts, go look up Tube Talk on your favorite podcast application. Go look up Tube Talk. We've got amazing content there as well. So if you're into podcasts, definitely go check that out. Tube Talk. So if you go to vidIQ.com/Tube Talk, you should be able to get that as well. In fact, I'll actually drop that, vidIQ.com/Tube Talk. So if you want to check those out, absolutely go ahead and head over there. Okay, so I digress. So we've done amazing collabs with these people. We know who these people are. They're not competitors in terms of us versus them. What I'm trying to do with my competitors tab is try to understand what are they up to? What are they talking about? What's working for them? Because remember, we don't watch one video. We watch multiple videos. So therefore, if Nick is talking about starting a YouTube channel, 5 essentials to grow, great. Now it gives me to look, is that a trend? Is that what everybody's talking about? It's kind of the middle of the year. People are starting to kind of think about their strategy for the rest of the year. Maybe that's he's onto something. So I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on. What's his thumbnail like? What's his titles like? Are they long? Are they short? Are they capital letters? Or are they lower letters? So this is kind of really, really important. There's Nick again. He's doing female YouTubers. Great. We love the work that Nick does. So we check this out and we understand which. So on your channel, load up other channels doing similar stuff in your industry. Okay, let's nuke this particular screen. And speaking of trends, what's the best way to grow on YouTube? is to understand trends. The problem that we all have is that we get onto those trends too late in the game. We get onto those trends when all the big YouTubers have already popped, they've already done all their thing, and we get onto that right when it's going down. How can you get onto a trend really, really early on? Well, you use something called trend alerts. And what trend alert does, those are like little agents, little secret agents. You give it a name, blah, blah, blah. And then let's put something like Fortnite. Yes, Fortnite is a thing. We're going to put Fortnite and we're going to say, look, whenever a video is out there and that video is getting, I don't know, 500 views per hour, I want to know about that. And look at these. You'll get a report that looks something like that. This guy's obviously taken down his video. You're going to get a report that looks like this. And I'm going to know that these guys are doing well on their channel. Why is that important? Well, when you get a report that shows you these top keywords and they're getting 500 views per hour, and the next time you get this report, these people are getting 1,000 views per hour, guess what you've just found? Something that's about to trend, something that is getting momentum. You need to look into that, and can you apply that to your channel? So it's all about being broad with your keywords, then getting very niche with your keywords, but you're just keeping an eye on the industry. Who is doing what? How many views per hour are they getting? And as soon as that starts to click from 500 to 1,000, or from 100 to 1,000, or from 100 to 500, then you know you're at the beginning of that trend, and you can get in really, really early on. How cool is that, right? Have I lost you guys? Are you still with me? Are you still with me? Let me know if this is making sense. Maybe I'm just talking to myself. Nobody's still here. I see a couple of people in the chat. I just want to go. Fun Kid Videos, is this a repeat? It's not a repeat. The other stream died miserably due to tornado issue. So this is live on another stream. Just we had to do something. So yes. And you can watch this later on in case you missed the beginning part as well. Okay, so I just want to know if this makes sense to you guys so that I know I can carry on. Yes, okay, cool. The King Mike family says yes. Right, Magdalene Helen says yes here. Where did you find the trend alert? Trend alert is on the side here. Something called trend alert. If you can see my screen, trend alert. So we got competitors and then we got trend alerts right here. Okay, so people are still here, making sense. Spectre977 Gaming says makes sense. Travis is still here. Travis, has been a rough morning, mate, but we survived. We've made it through. We don't hear too many sirens, so we're still here. Okay, right, so we've done competitors, seeing what everybody else is doing. We've done trend alerts, so we can get in really, really early on. I'm going to click on something called most viewed, and I normally comes with a disclaimer. Most viewed is essentially what is working on YouTube, but sorted by views per hour. In other words, what is working that you could learn from by views per hour. The reason these are a disclaimer, I have zero idea what's going to happen when I push this button. I can push it 1,000,000 times and it will change 1,000,000 times. So hopefully it's all legit and kosher and above ground. Hopefully nothing has escaped the YouTube people, making sure that everything is fine here. Let's just wait for this to come up. Anything dodgy? No. Okay, this looks fine. Okay, sure. Right, so look at this video. It's usually entertainment, usually music, usually kid stuff. Look at these videos. This child video is getting 225,000 views per hour on this channel. How insane is that, right? This one, superhero rides in a car, 192,000 views per hour. This is just mind-blowing stuff. Why does this help us? Well, a couple of things. Firstly, when you make content about stuff that everybody else is talking about, odds are pretty good that you're going to be riding those same trends, same veins. Remember, YouTube is going to be... oh, you had a tornado. Yes, totally, Brenda. Yes, we're all good. It was just a bit of a power thing. So, yeah, we survived it. YouTube wants to kind of help you understand your algorithm, understand your video, because he knows that people watch multiple videos. That's why the kid stuff always works, because somebody watching this would potentially watch another kid thing, would potentially watch another kid thing. And there we go. Now we have a trailer. So you see how it, oh, there we go. Another one. it just keeps kind of people on the platform for longer and longer and longer. How does this help us? Well, a couple of things. Once we know what people are doing, but check how cool this is. First of all, you can do some research. You can put in specific categories. You can put in specific information. You want to see what's working. But the cool thing is down here. You see where it says here, channel subs. You can say, look, I don't need to see David Dobrik. His channel's got 12.4 million subscribers. It's not even in the realm of possibilities of where I am at the moment. So let me do this. Let me only look at channel between 10,000 and 100,000 subscribers. Now this starts to make a lot of sense. Now it's more of my industry. And then again, this is what's working. I ignore this altogether. I go down here and I say, okay, let's just say I'm in gaming. I'm trying to think something safe for everybody to see here. Okay, let's say I'm in gaming. So what I'm going to see, some Minecraft stuff, some reactions. Okay, their reactions. When Shroud, 1 versus 1, other. Okay, don't even, not my genre, clearly not. Okay, let's go see what else is doing, what's working. Right, here's 3,000, 2,900, 2,900. Remember, these are views per hour, not views in total. We don't care about views in total. So, all right. So the end of phase, whatever the hell that is, essentially, if I was in the gaming world, could I make content to do with these channels? Could I make content to kind of try understand this information? Auto and vehicles. Let's see if there's anything exciting here. It's Minecraft. Yeah, definitely Minecraft. Okay, we try to rebuild the geo-tracker engine in 1 day. It's alive, the geo-tracker. Okay, so obviously the same channel, but look, it's getting some traction. So what does that mean? Well, people are obviously interested in this content. If you're in the auto and vehicle challenge, could you do a challenge? And maybe you could also do a geo-tracker engine, and maybe you could challenge it. So you can say, we built the geo-tracker engine we accepted the geo-tracker engine build in 1 day challenge. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use their terminology. I'm trying to use what they're doing to kind of drive eyeballs towards me. Hey, YouTube, I am doing similar content people might be interested in. Okay, lots of experimenting, lots of playing around here, and it's kind of really, really useful to do. We're almost done. You guys have been legends, so hanging out here, so we're almost done. Channel audit. Channel audit is the baby. What channel audit is? Channel audit is basically what is going on my channel, how am I doing, and it's unemotional. Here's what I mean. We just finished an entire big series about PewDiePie versus T-Series, and then there was something to do with the whole Tati versus James Charles, and we've just done a whole bunch of experiments. So now we can see month over month, we've got a negative growth. Not too phased by that because we've done it with a purpose, so we know what we're keeping an eye on. Also, we look here and we say content to double down on. So this is where you should be living. You're looking at the content to double down on, and essentially what that means is what's working. Guys, what's working on your channel? Because whatever is working, you've got to do more of that. So look at this, views per hour. This is getting us this many views per hour on these videos. This is getting us engagement rates, views, subscriber gained. Which videos are giving us subscribers? You'll get this information on your channel. How does this help you? Well, if your audience likes this kind of content, make more of that content. Every time you make this content, you get more subscribers. Make more of that content. That is pretty cool, right? It's all the signals YouTube is looking for. And you can really kind of dive into your channel very quickly and say, okay, I see what the people are looking for. This is what's gonna work for us. This is what's gonna drive subscribers. This is what's gonna drive me views. At the same time, content that could use work. What did people not dig on your channel? What didn't they like on your channel? What's got the lowest average watch time, lowest like ratio, lowest reviews? Which videos are losing me subscribers? Well, why? And I have to look in those videos. Don't just discard them altogether. You've got to deep dive into them to say, was it too long? Was it too short? Did I not get to the point correctly? Was it an old video? Maybe the algorithm has changed. So really understand what's working and what isn't working. Also, top search terms. How do people find my channel? What were they looking for? What's working on the end screens? What's looking on the cards? I can see when we do a poll, 75% engagement. The rest are not even 5%. I'm going to do more polls because people like to vote. you'll get all this information on your channel. And again, things down here of, look, we've got 15 videos without an end screen, 2 videos not been added to a playlist. I can simply click on it and go ahead and simply update it. Also important, don't just look 30 days, look over 90 days. Why? Because you're going to get highs and you're going to get lows. And then this way, it's going to smooth out the highs, smooth out the low, and it's going to basically tell you how is your channel doing overall, and is it still the same kind of content that's working? And then I can see, yes, it is, and I can see what's going on. I can see what my audience wants and just give them more of what they want. This is the most beautiful screen. You should be living in the screen daily, because that is going to help you grow, because you know what's working. Your audience has told you what's working. Just make more of what's working. Avoid what's not working. If you know every time you make a chocolate cake video, you're losing subscribers, but every time you make a barbecue video, you're gaining subscribers, guess what you're going to do? Okay. So now that we've done that, what we're going to do is we're going to go into achievements, and what achievements are basically the milestones. So they're going to be tailored for your channel, so you don't have to worry that it's some magic number that you'll never get to. You know, it's all about your channel. Everything is customized towards you. So when you hit a certain milestone, you're going to get this, and when you click on it, it opens up a certificate, and congratulations, we achieved 300,000 subscribers, and we can share this on social media. Why this is important? It's important not just for you, but for your audience. Remember, they're coming with you. If you've only got 100 subscribers, that's a lot of people. Think of 100 people coming for dinner. That's a lot of people coming for dinner. So they're happy to be part of your journey. Share your milestones with them so that they're able to reshare it, tweet it. You know yourself, when you see one of the big creators that you've been following and they've done well and they've shared their certificate, you go give them a thumbs up, you retweet, you like that, because you were part of that community. They're going to do the same for you. Of course, tag vidIQ, because we always love to see when you guys do really, really well. So to recap, very, very quickly, let's go through the recap little process. So to recap, number 1, don't pick up your camera before you do that research. Go and do that research, do the alphabet walkthrough, look at the search volume, look at the competitors. Get those titles which are going to hit every single time, or as good as, and then YouTube is going to recommend you, or at least you in the running, versus some random title that you hope for the best, and maybe it will work. The whole chocolate cake idea, right? Make it with the recipe. So you've done your research, you haven't touched your camera. Once you've done your research, you know your titles, description, tags, make sure you use the keywords in all of them. Feed the algorithm, feed the beast, let them know what you're all about. Launch your video when your people are online. Once they're online, they're more likely going to hit your video. They're going to watch your video. Remember to also look at tentpole events, things that are going to happen yearly, again and again and again. And those are very, very important, because now you know that you're going to make a video this year. You know next year you've already made that video. Maybe you'll make an update video. And if you don't, change the titles. Does it still work? Put a date so it makes it more relevant. Those are great little tips that are going to really help you with your videos. Keep your eye on your competitors. Keep your eye on trends. Understand what they're doing so that you can detect those trends really, really early on. If everybody's changing strategies, changing lanes, changing gears, if they're starting to make Mother's Day video, you should make some Mother's Day video, because that's what the kind of audience watches. Because just like you, people don't watch one video. They watch multiple videos again and again and again. Look at your trend alerts. Look at your most viewed, what's going on YouTube. Just spend a little bit of time there. Don't live there, because you're going to get really disappointed really quickly. Just get an idea of what's going on, and then go back into your channel audit, and then live in your channel audit. What is my audience telling me to do? What must I make more of? What must I make less of? And just live in there. That is just gold, gold, gold. That is how you blow up your channel, because that when you give your audience what they want, well, they're going to love you. You've delivered. You've done the right thing. Therefore, you're going to achieve those milestones, and therefore you're going to win. This is why I said this is a practical A to Z stuff. This is not about theory. This is not about make good content. We know that. But what's working? What isn't working? What should I be doing next? Keep your eye on what's going on YouTube as a whole, and then go there with a purpose. But the biggest thing is, do not pick up that camera until you've done that research, and then let vidIQ guide you into what is working, what's everybody doing, what's going to be trending, and use that information to your advantage. That is how you win at this game. If you just compare yourself to other channels, you will always lose, because nobody is like you. And that's what we all do. We look at another channel with millions of views, millions of subscribers, and we try to emulate it, and it never works. If someone like Casey Neistat launches a video tomorrow with a semicolon as his title, he's still going to get millions of views. He's already got an audience. When we try to emulate that, it's just simply not going to work. So guys, thank you very much for hanging out. It was a bit of a weird one today. I don't know how many people we've lost along the way, but if you're frustrated, as I see someone is saying, with somebody saying here in the chat, well, start working your way through. Start going through this process. There is no magic cure. There is no magic bullet. If you can just install something and go next, finished, and get 1 million subscribers, we would all be doing that. YouTube simply doesn't work that way. That's why you've got to use this information. You've got to take a deep breath, and you've got to understand that you've got to put in the work. But if you put in the work with a purpose, following a recipe, things change really, really, really quickly. Apologies again for the late start. I try to give you as much as I possibly can in the time that we had, and we rushed through this. So this will be available on replay, so you can obviously go and watch this. If you didn't like the whole tornado element to this, join us next week when we go through this again. Hopefully next time without any of this sirens and things falling off the wall. So thank you for hanging out. Really appreciate you guys being here. And I guess we'll catch you next time.